is up, guys? It's Kevin back again, showing you guys what I bought, what I've been working on, and what I got to do. Now, this car right here, I picked up for $200. Runs and draws, but I'm thinking it's got a bad head gasket. This thing is definitely a project car, but I'm going to take you along with me, going through what I need to do with it. First thing I need to do is a head gasket, and it needs some other stuff, but let me show you the car. This is a 93 Honda Civic DX. Of course, it's DX base model. Now, the only reason I got this car, and you can see, I'm going to plaster dip the whole thing black, but I'm going to have to go over it with some sandpaper because obviously it's got some little stuff that nobody is taking care of. But this is the whole reason I bought it. It's got the D16 B7 motor, turbo kit on it. Now, the turbo kit does work. It is making boost, but I'm thinking that is ultimately what blew out the head gasket. Now, this is a completely stock motor. As you can see, this turbo is way too big for this car. It looks like it's just a basic eBay kit, knockoff HKS, super sequential blow-off valve, and all that stuff. Now, it does have a chipped ECU, but you can see things here like the gasket that they're using is just a regular freaking silicone gasket. They did it on the exhaust manifold. They did it on the intake manifold. The lawns and stuff here are just crapped up. You can see the raggedy, tees that they have on here and all that stuff. Other than the chipped ECU, I think that the fuel system, injectors, fuel pump, all that stuff is stock. And the really weird thing is they're running, and I just took it up the road and back, and it actually drives decent. It doesn't drive bad, but you can see that the car is like way too low. So it's a really bumpy rod. It does have DNA adjustable coilover, so I'm going to raise it up. I'm going to plaster dip the whole thing. What's amazing to me is they have a 12-pound spring in their wastegate. Now, if you don't know, 12 pounds for a stock anything when you're going to NAT is just way too much unless you got some really good support and mods. The guy did say that that they had changed the pistons out for Corilla pistons, but I don't believe that. And of course, I got to take the head off, so I'll let you know if that's true or not. But as far as I can see, this is just a stock motor, everything with an eBay kit thrown on it, which isn't bad, but you cannot run 12 psi on this motor. And I might actually have some wastegate springs, so I might throw like a 5-pound spring in there. And you can just tell this thing was just thrown together. There is really no anything. I mean, this thing doesn't even have a tack because it's a DX. They have a raggedy boost gauge, and I just stuck it there because I drove it, but it was actually laying in the floor like that. And you can see the ECU is chipped. That's a oh man, this is a, what ECU is this? I have no clue what ECU that is, but it looks like it says it come out of a 95. But yeah, other than the boost gauge and the chip, it's completely stock, as you can see. Now, I'll actually start it up for you. You can hear it. There is no exhaust on this car. It's just a downpipe going straight to the ground. Can you see it? So you can hear the turbo spooling up, but this damn thing, So what I'm going to do right now is do everything that I can. Like I said, it's a $200 car, so I'm not going to spend a whole lot of money or time on it. But I'll walk you through everything that I do. Not walk you through, just show all the steps that I'm doing to the car. And I'll be right back. Okay guys, we're back, and we're about 45 minutes into this. Let me show you what I've learned about the car so far, okay? Now, the pistons are completely stock. No aftermarket pistons or anything like that. Now, I did do a compression check before I took the head off, and the compression on cylinder 4 and cylinder 1 were low. So I knew the problem was in between those, considering it was, blowing pressure back out the coolant system. So the head Now the head actually looks like it's been to a machine shop. You can tell by all the squirrely marks in it. So what I found was this here, right there. And this is, of course, a water jacket. And right there you can tell the head gasket was leaky. Also over here, between here, it was leaky. So that's the reason that it was getting low compression on 1 and 4. Another thing that kind of threw me off was the head gasket that they have on it is actually a multi-layer head gasket. It's a metal head gasket. Now if you don't know, the head gaskets between the D15s and the D16s are basically the same. There's not really any difference between them, but one is a multi-layered metal head gasket, and the other one, if you're using Felpro, comes as a kind of composite head gasket. So the one for the D16 is a little bit thicker, and this one is going to be thinner. So that could play into it somehow. But yeah, everything, it seems like everything on this car is basically stock. It looks like the water pump is actually new. Timing belt is not new, but it's been changed. Compression should be good after I get all this back together. Also, here's a good look at the turbo kit, and it is basically a eBay turbo kit. There's no exhaust on it. It just comes from the downpipe straight down. I just hate that they use this rubber shit here. I don't like that. And you can see here where they used it. The turbo doesn't have any shaft plate. The turbo seems like it's good, but also the drain pipe for the turbo itself was basically like this right here. And if you can see, there's no way that's going to drain. You always need gravity to drain your turbo. So I figure the turbo was also backing up with oil because it was kind of a looped around like that, and it wasn't able to drain. It was backing up in the turbo itself. So yeah, that's pretty much it for right now. I'm gonna see what I can do about all these freaking couplings. It just looks like crap. So I see what I can do and get everything back together, and then start working on the body. Okay, I want to apologize to you guys. I was going to make this video showing the entire car, doing everything I was going to do to it, painting it, lifting it up and all that stuff. I made a mistake because I'm an idiot. I wasn't paying attention. Now, I did get the car back together. It didn't take very long. It took about 2 hours total. It's not overheating anymore. It's not blowing compression back up the coolant system. But here's the mistake that I made. And it was a really, really stupid mistake. I was tightening down the manifold and cracked the damn thing. If you can see right here, I tightened it too much and it just snapped it. I heard it break and I was like, oh damn it. And the bad thing is, this is where the little water jacket comes in. So, I mean, the car runs fine, but it's leaking water from there, and I think it's cracked all the way down. You can actually see the water dripping from it right there. There you go. So the everything else is, like I said, back together. It's running fun. It's not overheating or anything like that, but I do not want to leave that. Plus, I have a credit at Pull Apart, so a manifold is only $25, and I have a $28 credit. So I'm gonna go first thing in the morning and get a manifold, put it on, and then I can start on the body work and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hate when I do stupid shit like that. It's just annoying, but I really wasn't paying attention. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video, and I'll show you the body work on the next one. Talk to you guys later. Well guys, I'm back again, and this video is kind of a bust. I did get the Civic back together. Runs, drives, boost, everything great. As you can see here, I have it on my trailer because as soon as I posted it up, somebody wanted to buy it. They actually wired me the money, so I'm gonna go take it to them. But the car came out good. It's ugly, of course, but this damn thing boosts pretty good. It's boosting at 5 pounds right now, and it's got a little bit of kick to it. So that's pretty much all I can do. You know, I mocked up the intercooler. I had to take the bumper off because it's too low to get on my trailer, but unfortunately got to say goodbye to it. And you know, but it did come out good. It doesn't smoke, use oil or anything like that. Like I said, it boosts good. The transmission shifts fine. I cleaned up the inside a little bit. As you can see here. Now, I really wanted to make a video of driving the car because this thing spools up crazy loud. It sounds like one of those big diesel trucks. But I'm kind of in a rush. This guy's like an hour away, so I got to get it going. Anyway, that's pretty much it for right now, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.